That is Patty Jenkins is set to head to Disney. She is going to be working on the next actually a Star Wars story, and that's where she's headed to. And then she also got a film with Paramount, Cleopatra. So she's actually made the wisest decisions of signing and booking these deals before Wonder Woman 84 came out. I'm almost wondering if she'll actually even be doing the part 3. I do hear that they want to do a Themyscira series, which would be interesting. If you ask me, I do think that I'm glad that they're not going to use her to direct that. That would be cool to bring another director in, preferably a Catherine Bigelow, perhaps, or even bring back Zack Snyder in some shape or form. So, and I'm glad she'll take on another film in between. So we'll see what she could do in another franchise, and maybe playing with other people and with another tool set and stuff. She'll get out of the world for a little bit, get a woosah when the DCEU finally gets their footing and finds where they're at. Then she could come back, reacclimate herself in, and maybe she'll be a better director for it. Or maybe perhaps she's done all she can do with WB, because they're just no longer, whatever made them work in the beginning is no longer there, and that could be very unfortunate. Would I say that it's appropriate for her to take another crack at the whip? I don't know. Had this franchise was not as divisive as it is amongst the fandom. It just have to be honest. So I don't know if they have it in them to just be shooting dice on another Patty Jenkins film, directed Wonder Woman. This is not up to be shot dice for. Like, if they need to go pivot to someone else who has a better story, then I think they need to start talking to other directors right now, and maybe start figuring out what other options that they may have and explore that for a little bit. Not to say that Patty Jenkins can't come back with another one, but I told people from before, you gotta remember, she did direct Monsters. Someone got an actress got an Oscar out of it, but she didn't get an Oscar. But she got it out of a credible actress. But it was a credible actress. It wasn't an unknown. But neither here nor there. That was part of her pedigree. I'm not familiar with what she's done on TV. I heard she's got Emmy nominations, and that's a beautiful thing. But in terms of a big budget directed a blockbuster, Zack Snyder had a lot more to do with it. And that's not a knock to her. This is no different than what Kevin Feige's been doing with the MCU. They got people for the action. Can you tell a story? So I think she shot more. I feel like she got help with the action. I feel like she did a lot more hands-on than maybe other directors, but still neither here nor there. They're using that kind of frame set. So now you have a film where she had more control, and this is what you've gotten. So you can't be mad either. This might be more up the alley of what she would have had in mind to begin with. And maybe the reason why the lack of action is because maybe she's not, or how people felt about the action sequences, maybe because she can't shoot a Wonder Woman action sequence to that degree directly on her own without a lot more assistance. It's possible. Do I think that's the truth? I really don't know. I do think that she's a credible director for where she's at right now. But for when people was like, yo, she should get the whole universe and give Patty Jenkins the DCEU and yada yada yada, I thought people was like way too presumptuous. And I was glad even she said, whoa, that's a lot. Yeah, because this was the movie where this was gonna be her baby. She had more control over this one. And now that we got to see it, Now, and mind you, this is her second in a row in the same franchise. Maybe she does need a break and does something else, and we'll see how she performs elsewhere. And if she could deliver one out there, out the park with that, then maybe she could come back to the DCU and bring something else. And also, who knows how much control she'll have over the actual shooting. They may actually shoot it just like they did the MCU. Have other people in there really focusing on the action, doing the action, just you tell the story. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with how Star Wars got their engine running, but I know that's what the MCU has been functioning all the while. That's why when I hear people leaving from directing from those films and doing other things, if it's gonna be action, don't expect it to be of the prestige as what was done before, because they had a lot more assistance in that than the average person just coming into it with those already part of their pedigree. And that being said, we'll see what Patty Jenkins does with the Star Wars franchise, and they're highly discriminating. And after post Wonder Woman 84 reviews, it'll be interesting to see how the fandom from Star Wars will receive her. But I haven't heard anything negative as of late, which is a good thing. And I do hope moving forward that Patty Jenkins will, and people also remember, she was in the middle of a big dynamic change in things as well, in the dynamic of where the DCU wanted to go anyway. So her leaving, going towards Disney, that kind of has a lot more direction. That will give her a woosah time for the, and time apart will actually allow for Warner Brothers to figure out where they are. Will be hopefully post the Snyder cut, will be in great standing with that, and then hopefully she could come back into the fold, into a better, more focused DCEU, and hopefully Wonder Woman 3 and everything that comes out of it after that will be better off, because she actually had the time apart from the franchise and from WB, while they figure out what they want to do in continuity with what they're setting up moving forward, as long as everything is successful, especially with the Snyder cut. That being said, man, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for where Patty Jenkins is going to be going over to Disney? Let me know in the comments below.